Hello, YouTube. I am Goddess Just Be, and today I want to talk about anxiety as it pertains to living in the end of the wish fulfilled. So this particular video is going to be about just that and the laws that govern the land that help you deal with your anxiety. The reason why I wanted to talk about anxiety was because on yesterday at the tail end of the live, we were talking about, manifesting your person, like, right? And living in the end of the wish fulfilled with your person. And so when you living in the end of the wish fulfilled of your person, sometimes maybe you might know your person, like, right? Maybe you and your person broke up or whatever, like, right? Or you was married to this particular person, or you don't know your person, but you've been waiting for this particular person or a person for a long time. And you feel like, woe is me. You feel like you have to settle. You feel like you have to take the bare minimum just to be in a relationship. And so you do in a physical reality because you have anxiety. And when you are not around your person, you are wondering, like, if you are in a relationship, you may be wondering what your person is doing. Is my person just cheating on me? Is my person, I don't know, lying about me? Does my person like me? Like, anxiety is you having these, I call it the premature ejaculation. It's like you just thinking about things and, just going and jumping into different portals, you know, meaninglessly, because then when you talk to your person, maybe your person was just asleep or something, like women in the physical reality. And I'm just saying women as it pertains to growth. We have girl, women, lady. Women in the physical reality often suffer with anxiety because they're not at their season, place, or state of being where they allow, they practice the art of allowing, knowing that all things, whether good or bad, that they're working out for the greater good of them. Women have anxiety, and there's nothing wrong with having anxiety. It's about you addressing it and knowing, identifying that you have this issue, like in a meeting. Hi, I am Goddess Just Be, and I'm an alcoholic. Like, right? You have to kind of like announce it, say, okay, this is where I am. Where do I want to be? So as this here pertains to Lilith, because we were talking about dark feminine energy, and Lilith, she is really bold, right? And she's really confident. She's on the lady goddess frequency. Or if this pertains to you just evolving, wanting to evolve and get to know yourself in consciousness, this is about being still and knowing that I'm God. As it pertains to a lady, even just in the dynamic of growth for a woman to a lady, a lady is embodying the totality of her yin and yang energy. And I wanted to teach you all based upon these polarities, because her yin and her yang essence of a lady directly correlates with the law of assumption, because all of this is consciousness, right? So I'm gonna ask you this, not don't tell your business, we ain't talking about you, but have you ever met, this could include you though, have anyone on this live underneath the sound of my voice ever known someone with anxiety? Anybody? Anybody? Because we don't have to talk about it if nobody ain't never been through it and y'all don't want to talk about it. Nobody? Yes. Just one person? One person knows somebody with anxiety? My eyes watering, y'all. Okay, we got some more people. Okay, good. Okay, there we go. Hey, Key. Okay, good. We got some more people. Nobody on YouTube? No, nobody with anxiety over there. Y'all just on a high frequency, huh? Neutral and above. Okay, good. Yes, myself. Okay. All right. Well, anxiety while trying to live in the end of the wish fulfilled. Yesterday, I was talking about it as it pertains to working, or not really working, but being unwobbleable, being more balanced with your thoughts first before you try to attract another person in your physical reality. I was saying at the tail end that, you could try to attract a partner wherever you are, but based upon the law of vibration, you're only going to attract what you are. So truth be told, I've been in that boat before, right? So if you are actively trying to attract a partner and you actively have anxiety, the first things first is you dealing with the law of vibration as it pertains to yourself, not wobbling with your thoughts. And I want to put it as simple as day to you as it pertains to your thoughts. Nothing exists but consciousness, conscious awareness. It's about the things that you're aware of. It's about the feeling that you're feeling in that moment. I'm going to give you an example of what I'm saying here. Say, for example, you have a chaotic feed. Most anxiety-driven people have chaotic feeds, like right on TikTok. And on your feed on TikTok, you see videos maybe about narcs. Let's do that one. You see videos come up about narcs and you stop. And you become conscious of it. Because that's one of the things that you don't want to attract, right? But you give attention to it. And you listen and you learn. Immediately, you going into a portal of consciousness, right? A state of being in your conscious mind. You're giving attention to something about a narc, and now in your conscious mind, you're impregnating that thought. Your conscious mind is going to give birth to that thought and bring you down a portal. Your conscious mind is feminine energy. The right side of your brain, the right brain is the God brain, feminine principle. The marriage of the bride and groom is all we're talking about here. So now you're giving birth to triplets, quadruplets, right? As it pertains to narcs. Just because you gave your attention to it, just because all that exists is consciousness, pure awareness, and that's all you are. You're just jumping in and out of different states of being in your mind. Because you gave your attention to that, before you gave your attention to it, it was flatline. It exists, but it was a flatline frequency. It wasn't doing nothing. But when you gave your attention to it, it started going and multiplying. This is how your anxiety works. Now, because you gave your attention to that thing, you started to believe some of the things that that person was saying on that particular feed. You started to get some aha moments. You started to wonder. This is what happens when you go through a portal. And a person with anxiety, they do this here all the time, whether they're looking at an arc or whatever. They could just be looking at a dot on the wall, and then their mind just start wondering. I wonder if that dot is connected to that dot and this dot over there. Mind just go wonder. But I'm talking about the narc situation here. And so you give life to this thing because you made yourself aware of that. You jumped into that portal and you are in an active state of being. The simple way to put this is there exist other states of being that are opposite of this chaos that you listen to or watch on your feed that has to do with narcs and people being out to get you and hurt you and this and that and the third. There's always two polarities, right? So on this side where you're thinking narc central, there's another side of that polarity. And we could call that other side maybe consciousness, right? Because the narc is unaware of itself. Conscious people are conscious of their beingness. So in that moment, instead of watching videos about a narc, you could have, the anxiety-driven person could have been passing those videos up and paying more attention to the videos of consciousness. And guess what TikTok algorithms would have did? Anybody know? Because TikTok algorithms work just like your conscious mind. Because you paid attention to, came over from TikTok. Oh, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Because you pay more attention to the conscious videos now, TikTok algorithm will give you more. Whatever you pay attention to, it grows energetically. No matter whether we're talking about TikTok, no matter we're talking about your mind, it's going to grow. Right? Thank you for the follow. Are y'all agreeing with me? Y'all hear me out there? There ain't nobody commenting. TikTok don't even think, TikTok thinking that I ain't talking nothing over here because nobody's saying nothing. Does anybody hear me? Can you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Yeah. Be cautious. Yeah. All right. Good. Okay, good. So this is what's happening with you with your anxiety issues, like, right? You're just jumping into portals, different states of being. So for a person who is trying to manifest a relationship, It is the perfect moment for that person, him or her, to begin to think positive thoughts as it pertains to relationships. Begin to think positive thoughts as it pertains to different states of being. Begin to clear their mind from the chaos of what they regularly do or regularly listen to, and open up a new portal in their mind to the things that they want more of. Kind of like turn the other cheek. That's what they say in the biblical text. Turn the other cheek. Finally, my brother, whatsoever things that are just and pure and lovely, if there be any virtue in them, think on these things, the biblical text says, right? But what happens to a person that has anxiety, they go quantum jumping or pretty much going down a portal, or they thinking ahead, they got nervous energy, and they follow it. They allow the nervous energy to drive them, and they follow it. Anybody who passes them while they are following the nervous energy that's telling them, no, it's okay. It's really not like that. You're looking at it the wrong way. They won't even hear those people because they're following chaos at 50 miles an hour. Those people are walking, and so they're like looking in the rearview mirror. What they said? I don't know what they said. I don't care. I got to get over here where all hell is breaking loose. Right? Time traveling, pretty much. They time traveling to chaos. And everybody or everything that they're passing is saying, things are working out for you. It's not like that at all. But you can't tell these people nothing because they're going too fast. They're not aware of themselves. They're not allowing. They don't have no concept or idea of the laws of this land. They are at the default, keyword default. Somebody type that in the comments because we're talking about vibration here. Default. Their default setting is anxiety. Default setting, anxiety. Now I have a question for you. And I want each and every last one of you to be accountable for your energy in this very moment. Give me an emotion, and I don't want to hear love and light. You can't know no love and light. Because everybody don't stay at no love and light. Okay? Give me in the comments your default emotion. Throughout your day, think about your day first before you type it. Think about your day first. And it don't mean that today was your everyday, but I just want you to use today as your day. Think about your day from the moment you woke up until this moment. What do you think your emotion was vibrationally? Maybe 8 hours at least of this day consisted of. 8 hours. 8 hours today, I felt what? Depression, anxious, anxiety, overwhelmed. Some say grateful. Hey, Kat, I see you, babe. Stressed, right? Worried, optimistic, okay? Overthinking, pretty. Oh, okay. Honestly, peace, grateful. That's beautiful. Anxiety, some more anxiety over here. YouTube, y'all didn't have no emotions either. What's going on YouTube over there? Y'all ain't talking to me tonight, YouTube? So here's the thing. I'm on 2 TikTok lives. So here's the thing. And my YouTube channel. So I got 3 cameras on me right now. For those that were honest, and I'm not saying that the others weren't honest. I'm just saying those that have anxiety and they were low and they were honest about being low, that was your vibrational stance to the universe. In other words, that's what you were putting out. Your signal was going out of anxiety. And so the universe had to respond by giving you situations that reflect your already default setting. Because God, Jesus, whatever you consider source, is paying attention to your feelings that you are vibrating, not your please help me, Jesus prayers. It's paying attention to what you're radiating. It's paying attention to your default setting. Do you want to know how to change that setting, or do you want to stay there? I'm overdue for some of that yam butter. I'll have to order more this week. Cool. Perfect. Wild yam butter hormonal balancer. That'll be good for changing that default setting for anxiety. Wild yam butter is really good, highly beneficial for anxiety. Pressure. Oh, you're driving. Oh, okay. Makes sense. I want to change. I love to hear that. Oh, I love that. Change, please. I would like to know. I'm tired of this cycle. Perfect. Perfect. Anybody else would like to know? My default setting is frazzled. Change. I definitely want to change. So in order to change, you got to be the change. You got to be the change. I'm going to show you how to change. I'm going to talk to you about change. I would love to know. Law of attraction, right? Yep. Law of assumption is what we're talking about tonight. On February the 9th, there's a class. I think I have maybe 2 slides left. Being the version of yourself that already has it all. This class, for those that saying I want change, you need to be in. You need to be in the class. Because the change will guide you with more depth information than I'm going to ever have time to leave here. But just for the simple fact that you desire change is a beautiful start. The first thing I want you to know about anxiety is that it is a state of your mind. I don't care if you are clinically diagnosed with whatever. I don't care your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, and all of these things that you know because my mama had it, and then I have to have it. It is the way that you think. And if nobody else in this world can change the way that you think, it is you. Because you're the one that's doing the thinking. You're the operant power. I look upon people that have anxiety as being master manifestors, and you really are, and I'm going to show you and tell you how. Right now, in this room that I am sitting in, near one of you on near one of these cameras can see this way. Only I can. Right? Only I can see this way. Only I can have an assumption about what is over here. I could only see back here, which you all 3 of y'all cameras can see back here. I could only see back here if I look in one of the cameras that y'all can see me on. People with anxiety, I look at them as the people who are actively sitting here in this position where I am. They could see over here, but yet they claim to see over here. And you'll hear them say it. I just know she over there in a place that they can't see. I know she over there doing da 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 da. I know next time I see da da da, it's gonna be like da da da. But they over here. They really don't know what's over here. But this is how I pick up on the fact that they is master manifestors because they're creating over here while simultaneously being over here. And they do a good job of creating chaos when they do that. Would you agree or disagree to that? They do a lovely job just creating all kind of chaos and all kind of hell. They just, next thing you know, it's in part 2 of the chaos, right? Next thing you know, oh my gosh, there's more chaos. because they are master manifestors. They're creating by default. If they fine tune the chaos that they're creating, like when they say, I know damn well he over there doing da 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 da, they could say, I know darn well she loves me. I know darn well she's thinking about me right now. I know darn well he misses me. I know darn well she can't get enough of me. They could do that. They could, but they ain't doing it. All right. Right? Something is going on. Yeah. And it ends up happening. Something going on, isn't it? But that little piece that I just shared with you shines a whole bunch of light on the fact that there are two polarities. All of it is consciousness in a person with anxiety is mind, but there's two sides. I've been teaching y'all this from day one. There's one God, one faith, one baptism. In the matrix, God is two polarities. Still one, but vibrating at different frequencies. White over here, black over here. Sad over here, happy over here. Hot over here, cold over here. 0 over here, 100 over here. But all of it is gone. So the person with anxiety, this is their default. Their default is over here, low frequency. I'm not telling anybody that has anxiety that they need to fight or do any freaking thing in the midst of an anxiety attack. But be still. Be still. Be still with your anxiety. Type be still, because that's going to be very important. Be still. You depressed? Be still. Anxiety? Be still. Overwhelmed? Be still. Be still. Be still. That's going to be the first thing. Could you just be still? I mean, you're pacing up and down the floor. You grabbing your head and you and all this. Just shh, be still. But you gotta be still while you're in it. I'm giving you the steps. Be still while you're in it. If you be still while you're in it, just for a couple of seconds, all I want you to do is be still while you're in it, in that moment. Sometimes you gotta be still. To get still, you gotta. Okay, I'm still. What the hell you gotta say next? What I gotta do next? So after you take that deep breath, all I want you to do is whatever that emotion was that you said, I want you to figure out what that opposite of emotion is. Because I told you God is just vibrating two sides. That's it. Two sides. So tell me in the comments, what is the opposite emotion from anxiety now? Since you could claim that you have anxiety, you got to know what the other side is. What's the opposite emotion over here from anxiety? Anybody know? Relaxed. That's relaxed. That's it. Strength. Peace. What we got? Optimistic. Calm. Oh, I like that. Calm and peace. Okay, that's what I've been doing the last 3 days, fasting from social media and food. Okay, just be quiet. Yeah. Okay, good. We got. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. Okay, so in the midst of an anxiety attack, I know. I'm telling you how magical you are, how powerful you are in your stillness, God. You gotta believe me. So you're in the middle of an anxiety attack. Your mind is playing tricks on you. You're thinking all kind of crazy stuff. You take a deep breath in, blow it out, see how you feel. Oh, that was anxiety. I know it was. Okay. What's the opposite of anxiety? We discovered calmness, right? Being quiet, peace, and being still. So in that very, very moment, since this is all consciousness, you only got this anxiety from here. from your subconscious mind. You only got the feeling of anxiety, the thought of anxiety right here in your mind. So you got to go right here in your mind to figure out what the peace would feel like. So you got to find peace in here. You got to draw peace. And if you don't know how to draw it, you say, in the middle of that, what does peace feel like? I like to go to music. Because see, when you're going 50 miles an hour, just like I gave you the example earlier, I'm driving behind this chaotic thought at 50 miles an hour, and somebody say, calm down. You're like, what? I ain't get that. I ain't get that. What they said, I didn't hear them on side the road. But you at 50 miles an hour, and then somebody plays some loud music that is calming to you, you could hear it. Because music is a loud frequency. You could hear it. Right? But you have to, in that moment, think about the opposite emotion so you could jump to that state. Life is about jumping from state to state to state. And if your default setting is anxiety, depression, or worry, or shame, or chaos, you have to introduce your mind throughout the day to other states of being over and over. Because the only way your default setting of anxiety got there is because every day you introduce more anxiety because you were thinking about the more anxiety type thoughts. You were paying attention to the anxiety type movies, watching the anxiety type feeds because you are addicted to this thing called anxiety. So you got to get addicted to peace. You got to get addicted to it. And it got to become your default setting. And nothing shall pass or change in your physical reality until you get over there, vibrating on peace for a longer duration of time. You have to conjure up the energy and set with yourself on this side of the polarity of God in order for you to see change in your physical reality. Music is my go-to. Time traveling works both ways. Yes, it does. And this is what it means in the biblical text when it says you can't serve two masters. Because you just can't. God, source energy, infinite intelligence, is paying attention to what you are vibrating on. This is the work for the people with anxiety to do first before you try to go out here attracting a partner, because you will attract another person who wobbles just like you. And if they wobble, you going 50 and they going 80, y'all gonna crash butt heads together, akin to karmic relationships. And I don't come here Monday through Friday to introduce you the laws of this land for you to attract a karmic relationship. I'm here for you to attract twin flame type relationships, sovereign relationships, evolving to ladies, or desiring just to be still and know that I'm God. So this is the inner work, thought by thought by thought. You got to assume the opposite. It can to let the weak anxiety person say, I am strong. This is Bible. Let the weak say, I am strong. This is what the Bible is teaching you, baby. Done that. Didn't even know I was doing it. This is your fight. This is the battle that you up against, the battles of your mind. When outside situations, as it pertains to the law of assumption here, outside situations don't show you nothing changing, still showing you evidence of what is. If you trip out in your head by what is, you're giving more energy to what is, and what is going to be there tomorrow and the day after tomorrow because you're focused on it. You must make the shift. Choose you this day which God you going to serve. The default side of the God that you've been serving ain't working out for you. You just told me in the comments you're tired of it. So throughout the day, tomorrow, throughout the day, the next day, you got to find moments within your day that you are finding a thought of peace. When you are shutting up, when you're not paying attention to the chaos. when you are finding the calm. You got to find it. You got to search for it. If you don't search for it, you ain't gonna never come. You got to ask the questions to your subconscious mind. What does peace feel like? If you don't see it out here in your simulated environment, it's up in here, because this is where all consciousness stems from. Your mind. Huh? What does peace feel like? What does it look like? How can I have more of it? How can I milk it? How can I fall in love with it? How could peace be my best friend? How could peace be past all the understanding that I have? How could peace just overtake me now? If I close my eyes, how does peace feel in the darkness? If I go to work, how could a peaceful day feel? If I'm cooking, could I cook in peace? You have the answer to all of that, because this is the Akashic Records right up in here. But you gotta shut up, turn your cheek from that default setting, and go this way, the opposite polarity. This is the law of assumption, and how it will help you jump from one state of being to another, simply by thought, by changing the way that you're thinking, renewing your mind. The biblical text talks about with this. But let's go to the law of nature, and I'm going to share with you how this is present in the law of nature. In the laws of nature, trees start off with a seed, planting a seed. Akin to you coming from your default setting to going over here, you starting off with us as a seed. I'm giving you seeds today, kind of like, right? Planting seeds in your rich soil. This is what the biblical text, the parables in the text was always about you. The planting in the rich soil was me, the teacher, showing up in the student's life, and you having rich enough soil to stay on alive, because you know this is for your soul expansion. You have a rich enough soil within your mind to comprehend and to digest the seed that I'm leaving with you. The seed. Thank you, Naveen. So in nature, when a seed is planted inside of the soil of Mother Nature, the seed don't get a panic attack. Seed don't go yapping, say, "Hey guys, this is gonna be a lime tree. Hey guys, don't worry up there. Don't worry. I'll get rooted real nice. I'm gonna grow 6 feet tall." The seed don't do all that. The seed don't go tripping. "Wait, guys, it's dark. I'm a little afraid up in here. No. Guys, why are you going inside? Why did you put me in this dirt?" The seed don't do none of that. The seed shuts up. And comes from this state as a seed and go over here and becomes that tree, that lime tree. Now, here's the thing about what's going to happen to you when you start jumping your ass from depression to peace. You're going to be reminded of the anxiety now. The anxiety going to try to run behind your ass almost like, right? You're going to kind of like have flashbacks of when you were over here. But if you keep going over here, you're going to realize one day that you're over here more than you were over here. If you keep thinking the peaceful thoughts, if you keep thinking the calming thoughts, if you keep the breathing, if you keep your butt quiet, if you keep still and know that I'm God, you're going to begin to stay over here a little bit longer than what you used to. Because before the seed was planted, you ain't even know that over here existed. You ain't even know that you could just take and change the thought and get over here. But today the seed is being planted, and now you know that you could come over here on this other side like this by the twinkling of an eye, just by changing your thought. But back to the tree. The beautiful thing about nature is it shows this to us. When you plant a seed in nature, it gotta go in the darkness. It's forced to. It gotta grow in the darkness. Don't tell everybody that you're trying to fight, you battling your demons. Nobody don't need to know that. Stop telling everybody I got anxiety. I'm working on. No, nobody don't need to know that. The seed don't say, hey guys, I'm working on my growth. I'm about to yield some fruit over here. No, shut up. Go into them dark places. Fight the good fight. The battle of your mind. Your life depends upon it. And when you get up in them dark places, what's going to happen is you're going to begin to grow in the darkness. That's what's happening to the seed, in the ground. The seed is growing in the ground, y'all. The seed is growing in the ground first. All the roots got to branch out. They got to bust open and branch out and connect to mother and get anchored. My soul has been anchored. Y'all remember that from church? That's what you got to do. You got to anchor your soul in the law of assumption. So that means you getting anxiety? Oh, I got to jump over here. I'm okay. This is what peace feels like. I'm okay. I turn my cheek from that which wasn't served me. I'm okay. Look at me. I'm okay. I'm okay. So what could I do right here in this peace? What could be peaceful even to add to this peace? I could take a nap. I could go for a walk. I could listen to music. I could go sit outside in the sun. I could go lay down on the grass. I could sing a lullaby to myself. I could hug myself. I could wrap my arms around myself. I can play something funny on TV, like some cartoons. I could do hopscotch. I could do some jumping jacks. I could go do some rebounding. I could hold my crystals in my hand. I could put my crystals in my bra. I could put my crystals in my pocket. I could play my singing bowls. I could do all these things to stay over here with peace. And I could ignore that thing that has me with this anxiety. And even if I just give this here just a little 10 minutes of my time, it's more time than what I used to give, because I never used to come over here. This is newness for me, and it feels good. It feels like peace. It feels like calm. It feels like a place that I want to visit more. It feels good over here. It feels better over here than it is over here, because if I go over here, then I might go off. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to battle these thoughts in this vessel, in this here darkness, because I got to get rooted in this, because this got to become my default. I ain't got to tell nobody out here. I got to make this my default setting in here for me. God damn it, for me. Because I know too much. And since I know too much, I know that inside of me, there's something called a vibrational force that's sending out this goddamn signal. And I can't keep sending out this signal every day. So I got to do this. I got to do this. I'm freaking tired. I'm sick and tired of being over here. I want to get over here. I will get over here. I'm going to perfect being over here. Because I got to vibrate this. And so the seed inside this here soil, the seed inside of the soil branching out, getting deeply rooted, growing in the darkness, just like you're going to be when you begin to do this and shut your mouth. And when you're really serious and you do this and you shut your mouth, this is what's going to be happening. Your roots going to be anchored in mother, anchored in a new default setting. All right. And then one day you're going to feel so good, and it ain't going to be a force that you got to talk to yourself and you got to encourage yourself and battle your mind. It ain't going to be this force. It's just going to be at the black eye. Nope, I don't even care about that no more. No, I used to be like that girl. I was something else back in that day. But I don't do those things no more. Hence, when I was a child, I spoke like a child. I thought like a child. But when I became, I put away those childish things. Remember that song in church? They say, victory, victory shall be mine. If I hold my peace and let the Lord fight my battles. Victory, victory shall be mine. If I hold my peace. This is esoteric knowledge. Anytime you hear or see the word Lord, we're talking about the law in the biblical text. Same thing. If I hold my peace and let the law, L-A-W, let the law of assumption fight my battles, victory shall be mine. If I hold my peace and let the Lord fight my battles, victory shall be mine. So what you're doing here is you actively letting the law of assumption, I'm depressed, I got anxiety, but I'm going to assume everything okay. This is the most gangster power that you would ever possess, because now you change it, all of this and all of this, by doing this. Victory shall be mine. If I hold my peace and let the law fight my battles. The law is fighting your battle because now the vibrational force, the pull that you have in this matrix is no longer at the default setting of anxiety. It is at the default setting of peace. Blessed are the peacemakers. You hear me? Blessed are the peacemakers. So the seed is in the soil, and the root of the tree is being deeply embedded in mother, but it has to go into the darkness in order for it to grow. You the tree, baby. Gotta go into them dark places inside of here in order for you to grow. Because gifts have to emerge from you. You gotta get really, really deeply connected and rooted to this here thing. And don't tell nobody until you come out. Even when you come out, you ain't gotta say nothing, because they just gonna automatically know. They're gonna start seeing a tree. And you're gonna see people at all. Look, it's growing. And then you're going to have this thing called fruit that's going to yield from you, because now your vibrational force is peace. Whenever the Lord says peace, there'll be peace. So now you're radiating a frequency different from when you was in that darkness. Prior to going in that darkness, you're not radiating anxiety no more. Now you're radiating peace, newness of life. Right? All that happened in the darkness with the seed. The tree wasn't complaining. The seed wasn't complaining. It was just being still and knowing that I'm God. I'm about to glow up. I'm about to sprout. I'm about to come out of this here darkness. And when I come out of this here darkness, it's likened to me being resurrected, because I shall be made new. I shall defy gravity. When mothers are pregnant, they ain't got to say nothing either. Right? It could be your best friend and she ain't got to say nothing. You gonna find out when you start seeing the baby developing, and you see that bump on her, in her belly. Like, oh my, you're pregnant. It's just understood. It's understood. So what I'm saying to you is, you have, or you may have experienced this thing called anxiety, but go in to the law of assumption in here, in your darkness, and let the law of assumption take root inside of you. Impregnate yourself with a seed, baby, of an opposite polarity of a thought. And that seed gonna take root in your darkness, and it's gonna grow in you. It's gonna keep on growing in you. Every time you revisit the other side of that polarity, of that emotion that you want to feel, every single time it's gonna grow a little bit more, and a little bit more. And then your outside circumstances, like that woman with that baby belly, like that tree that's growing and cannot be moved, your outside reality is going to reflect what's in here. It is going to be brand new. Ain't gonna be no anxiety no more. Ain't gonna be no depression no more. But your default setting must change for anything to grow. If not, then you are akin to the parable where that particular seed got choked up because you didn't have the good soil for it to take root inside of you. This is what the biblical text was teaching us the whole time. The laws of this land. Not no sky daddy saving us. It was about the Christ consciousness within you that must rise again by you renewing your mind, thinking it not robbery to be equal with God. Thinking it not robbery to be over here when you over here. That's the equalness of it, the polarities of it. Oh, I'm gonna go over here. I feel depressed, but I'm gonna go over here. I feel sad, but I'm gonna just go over here. I feel anxiety, but nope, I'm gonna just go over here. This is the battle of anxiety. But over here, the people that have anxiety, they are freaking master manifestors, and I know it. I know it. I talk to them all the time. I'm around them all the time. And these are the things that I know. People over here with anxiety have gifts, spiritual gifts, right? Even in their anxiety-driven life, they could read energy like it ain't nothing. But what they're picking up on the most in their time of reading energy is the bad. Thank you for the shares. I appreciate you, beautiful. They want to pick up on the bad. Thank you. I needed to hear this. They pick up on the bad all the time. Oh, I know. Watch him. Look at it. Watch this gonna happen. And if they just turn it over here, them people are the ones that the biblical text is saying can move mountains. That's true. You know this by even if you were one who attracted a narc in your physical reality. Narcs got superpowers, baby. Baby, narcs are seers, baby. Narcs can read energy, baby. But they over here. They over here. All they gotta do is get over here and change the way that they are thinking. Spend a little time just jumping back and forth. And that is the key to those of the people who have anxiety. Let the weak say, I am strong. Hold my peace and let the law of this land fight your battles. Let the law of assumption fight your battles, and victory shall be yours. You will move from the default setting of anxiety to peace, to neutral and above, to optimistic, to passion, to purpose, to clarity, to hopefulness, to whatever it is that you want from neutral and above. It's there. It's there. It's right here every day. When I was younger and I had first met my guru, and I will often go over there and I will cry, right? I would cry about things that I was going through. And he'd be like, would you like a key lime? I was like, dude, you're not even listening to me. It would piss me off, low-key, because I didn't understand this. I'm hopeful you can understand this. He was teaching me then how to just jump to another state. I would tell him something that I thought, ooh, he gonna understand me now. He's like, well, how does it feel to be in love? Like, what? What the hell you mean? What? I would literally curse. What the F are you talking about, dude? I didn't come here to talk about falling in no love. But he was teaching me this. And I want to teach you this tonight so that you could comprehend it. As often as you jump, it's going to be as often as your default setting changes another notch from anxiety to hopeful, to that seed taking root and growing and blossoming within you. But if you never jump, you will only find anxiety in your land. If you never jump, you will only find depression in your lane. If you never jump, that's all you have. If you never jump, that's all you'll get. Anxiety, depression, worry, over and over and over again. That's it. You gotta jump. You gotta practice the law of assumption to heal you from your anxiety. It's offering time. For those of you who are new to me, I'm Goddess Just Be. I help people on their wellness journey in the areas of mind, body, and soul. On February the 9th, I have a class coming up, being the version of yourself that has it all already. It is about the law of assumption. I'm hopeful that you all will be there. It is the first yellow button on my website, and I want you to sign up so we could quantum jump from anxiety to having the desires of your heart. It is offering time. Could you tap the screen and share the live? If you want to donate to my time and my passion and my purpose, my Cash App is Cash App Goddess Just Be. Thank you, AMK. Thank you, Tamelia, I think the name was. Thank you, everyone who gave on the offering on yesterday, and I didn't call out your name. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. I appreciate the gifts of love. I appreciate the shares. I appreciate your time and your energy. I appreciate your mindfulness and your ability to want to expand. I appreciate you having the good soil, the rich soil, where these lessons, these lectures can take root inside of you and they can grow and blossom into a tree that's planted next to the water, where you shall not be moved, and where you shall live in peace, and you shall know peace, and you shall know clarity, and it will set you free. This is why I do. This is why I love doing what I do, to help, even if it's just one person. All right. Any questions? Thank you. Thank you for being my guru. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate your heart and generosity. Like the video. Yeah, make sure you like and tap the screen. Yes, thank you for the shares. Thank you for the donations. Thank y'all for the gifts. I appreciate every last one of you. Thank you for being here. If you want to donate, Cash App Goddess Just Be. I appreciate every last one of you. Let me see. Miss S. Thank you, Miss S. I appreciate you. Thank you for those who signed up for the course on tonight. I appreciate every last one of you. Thank you for the Cash App donations. Tamelia, Miss S, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you always, my sister. Very kindly, Cynthia, I see you. We about to pray and get up out of here. But tonight, before you go to sleep, those that said that they had anxiety or depression or whatever it was, when you lay your head on that pillow, you think about peace. When you lay your head on that pillow, I want you to think about that peace that passes all understanding. And if you can't conjure it up, just ask yourself a simple question. What does peace feel like? Okay? That's how you do that. If you can't figure out peace, if you can't live in the end of a wish that you have to fulfill, just ask yourself, what does peace feel like? What does love feel like? Thank you, Latanya. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Miss S. What does it feel like? And you go get a feeling, and that feeling gonna help you stay grounded, stay connected, plant your seed in that rich soil of a good feeling, and you hold on to that feeling. And this means, yes, this means smile. This means maybe hug yourself. Yes, that's what this means. This means maybe hold on to your little heart. You know, this means milk that moment. And you want to do this. You want to do this for minutes at a time, y'all. It only take a good 15 to 20 seconds for you to get a little oomph of energy doing this. But I'm telling you, do it minutes at a time when you think about doing it, because you spent hours and years with anxiety. And so you got this big ball of energy in an anxiety field from your age times the days that you've been with anxiety, like, right, the hours plus your age. And then you want to just think about something for 2 seconds. No, Tut. You need to milk this thing for minutes. That's why I say when you drift into sleep, just get in that position, because it might take you like 3 to 5 minutes. to drift to sleep completely, but go in that position and let them 5 minutes be the best minutes of your day, of love, of peace. You owe this to your mind. You owe this to your default setting. You owe this to yourself for your vibrational force in this land to be magnetic, to be a force to reckon with. And you keep doing it. And there shall be a day, it is my promise to you, that if you keep doing this for minutes at a time, there shall be a day where you can be over here, from anxiety to over here. And there is no medication that you need to take this to do this. This is about you being conscious of your beingness. You being aware that, I'm over here. I'm over here. Let me get from over here. Let me go over here. Up, I'm over here. Let me go up. And then you go keep saying, hey, I'm over here and I've been over here for a while. Woo! I've been over here for a while. And then you're going to stay there for a while. And then one day you're going to come out and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I've been out. Oh, but I'm so happy I know how to get back in. You can do this. You can do this. I believe in you. You've done it before. Needed this session. Good. Thank you, every last one of you, for the donations. Let us pray. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. One last time, take a deep breath in and blow it out. God, source energy, infinite intelligence, thank you for this live. Thank you for this thing called anxiety. Anxiety is such a beautiful emotion to experience because it reminds us that there is peace. Thank you for the emotion of anxiety, because had we not experienced anxiety, we wouldn't even know that we were out of alignment. Not in alignment with our inner being gives us an emotion as an indicator, and we are so happy about the emotions, every last one of them, as indicators that we are not being in that moment equal with God. Thank you for this lecture. Thank you for everybody that came through, the ones that came for minutes and the ones that stayed all the way through, regardless if they had the rich soil or not. They heard the word. I'm thankful for the awakening that's happening in mankind. I'm thankful for being in a position to help mankind from the sleep and the great slumber. Thank you for all those who gave from an abundance mindset. Thank you for those that gave, and they gave through lack. And in my mentioning their mindset, they're going to be accountable. And remember, next time that they give, anytime that they give anybody, that they too must think about their mindset. Their default setting is law. The default setting of all of our thoughts is under law. And I'm thankful that everyone under the sound of my voice is grasping that concept. Thought by thought by thought, we are all creating our reality. Abundance or lack, anxiety or love. We decide. We are the operant power. Thank you for this power, this sound mind, this love, this ability to comprehend and understand and overstand ourselves. Thank you, Source Energy, for being all. Therefore, we are all, and we get to choose each day, each thought, each moment, which God we go serve, which polarity we go reside on. And in this right now moment, I have some conscious creators listening underneath the sound of my voice. And it is with my knowing that they are choosing better. It's my knowing that they're going to begin to choose the right side of their brain, the God brain, the conscious side. Conscious meet subconscious meet superconscious meet the totality of God. I'm thankful for anxiety, because anxiety is the reason why many stayed and listened. I'm thankful for us evolving from anxiety frequency. And we will know when we've evolved from it by the way we feel. Because feeling is and shall always be the secret. Not many people understand this secret yet, but we do. And we feel so excited that we do. We feel as though we have the keys to unlock the cheat codes in this universe. We have the keys to the vibrational frequency that we must embody to manifest the desires of our heart. Now, what we do with the keys that are in our hand is up to us now. But it is my knowing that these keys shall unlock the doors of expansion. Type in the comments, expansion. No longer anxiety, expansion. No longer worry, expansion. No longer depression, expansion. Expansion, 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 because we have the secret now. Implement this in your day. Thought by thought, you have the power. Only you have the power to do this. Only you have the power to wake you up for this. Only you have the power for your expansion into Christ consciousness. This video was from my heart to yours. Y'all be blessed. Thought by thought, baby. No other way. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good night. Okay, bye. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, baby.